Waiting for everything to catch up here. Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a little bit of sun myself. I went to a lake today with my son. Um, just a little bit of a heads up that I want to announce. I've announced it in some of my videos. On Sunday, the 29th, I am having, it's via Zoom, Harnessing the Power of Lionsgate, 8-8. It is a portal for manifestation. It also is about releasing things and such. There's a full product description on my website right underneath the announcements. There is a link that takes you directly to the event. Okay. Now, an event like this, you would expect to pay maybe $100 or more, maybe $200. I've seen them as high as $200. It's $59, and so I wanted to make it very affordable. Not looking to get rich off of it. Space is limited. Okay, Judy, I want to make sure you get in there. So sometime before the event, I will send you a link to the Zoom as a thank you for moderating. Okay. So I have a deck that I've primarily used for myself, and it kind of called to me and said, use it tonight. It is called the Pulp Tarot. I've worked with it quite a bit myself personally. I really, really, really like it. It's different. It's fun. And so we're bringing it out tonight. Okay. It's up in the air whether I'm going to do a live on Saturday or not. Yeah, I have everything. I wrote an outline and everything. I have everything outlined, all the topics. During the event, you might see me refer to notes, but I've got all my notes, and I expect it to be a great event. Some meditation and different exercises, different releases, manifestation, and this is Lionsgate portal opens up once a year, and we really, really want to harness that energy. We also have full moon in Aquarius on the 1st. The full moon in Aquarius is kind of like that shedding your story, the story that you've been telling yourself. Shedding any ideas of what other people expect you to be, and showing off your uniqueness. So that is something to look forward to. We have Mercury going retrograde on August 23rd as well. And I'm trying to think. I want to say that's in Aquarius, I think. I'm not positive. I have to double check that. Good evening, Hell on Heels. We have Mars going into Mars is supposed to go retrograde, I believe. Or I have to double check that. I know Uranus is going retrograde. as well. But yes, it is going to be a very powerful event. Like I said, for those just joining, talking about Lionsgate, and I'm having a class on Lionsgate and how to harness its power. Lionsgate happens on August 8th, 8/8. It is a portal of manifestation, and I'm having an event. It's going to take place on Zoom. Spots can be purchased on my website. It's only $59. An event like this is at bare minimum $100 from anybody else. So, hello, Jalen. So yeah, those who want to harness that power of manifestation and the power of Lionsgate, I do encourage. $59 is not a lot of money for an event like this. Okay. MysticJenn.com. Right under the announcements, when you first get on the page, there is a link. Okay. We are going to start out with an anonymous reading. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay. 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 So we're going to start with the anonymous reading. It's about selling a house and moving. Okay. I'm going to start out with some oracles, and then I'll get into the tarot. What is the current? What's going on with this? This anonymous person said they've already had the realtor talk them into a price reduction, and I think it was a significant price reduction. So let's take a look here. You see me looking up now and then. I'm just looking to see where my puppy is, make sure he's not getting into trouble. Unfinished symphony. Yep, no shit, Sherlock. Here and now. Never ending story. Okay. This screams unfinished business, absolutely. What is it that you haven't finished? Can't see past the here and now because of something unfinished. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you do. I don't know if there's a project around the house or something that you can do to attract more people. Got a 10, a 5, and you got 2 10s here and a 5. Yeah, that is struggling to close a deal here. Okay. Yep, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, let's see what your tarot has to say. Okay. Why isn't this house moving? I just heard interest rates. Interest rates might be playing a part in it. Just saying. Price bracket. It might be out of some people's affordability. I'm hearing economy. There's a few factors that's playing a role. But let's just see what the tarot has to say. Page of Wands. Five of Swords. Aha! That's part of it. I just got done saying the story that we are telling ourselves. Three of Cups. Because deep down, it's one thing to say that you're going to manifest the sale of the house. It's another thing to believe it. The Knight of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is a very, very clear message. Okay, first of all, Five of Swords is self-defeating, self-sabotaging. Page of Wands is communication. On the surface, you're displaying positivity. But what are you displaying deep down? Okay, this translation is the story that you're telling yourself. Okay, now, Three of Cups, community, coming together, making connections. And what I'm feeling here, especially with all this unfinished symphony, never-ending story, here and now, and it's the story that you're telling yourself. When you change the storyline, people are going to come. Let me repeat that. When you change your storyline, buyers are going to come. To change this and turn this around, you got to change your way of thinking. Okay? And we've had this talk before about manifesting and vibes, self-talk. What else can you tell us, Spirit? What else? Two of Wands. Ace of Swords. The Emperor. This is screaming, start planning, take back your power. When you step into the Emperor position and you start acting and you start planning, then comes success. Knight of Wands, very quickly. Got the Knight of Wands under the Knight of Swords. You know, that's people rushing. There's a rush here. Being on fire. The Fool. And a new beginning. Okay? This is almost saying taking a leap of faith, taking a chance, rolling the dice. How is that roll? How do you roll the dice? What do you take a chance on? Start planning your move. Start telling yourself, I have to plan, I am moving. Okay, that's where you start changing that storyline. And start packing stuff you're not using, totes and boxes. You know, it's okay if you have a certain room in the house that you put all your boxes and belongings in. The majority of the house, kitchen, bath, other bedrooms or like master bedroom, stuff like that, people are going to understand and get a general idea what your house is about. All because you have one room that has boxes in it is not going to deter anybody from buying the house. But it is showing the universe that you're taking a step, a leap of faith here, okay, that you are planning and you are doing something. You're stepping into your power and you are manifesting the groves, the people to come in, to come to you, okay? And I think that really what Spirit wants to say here is, like I said, change your story, might be change your story, change your life. Change the storyline, change the outcome. It's all in the mindset, it's how you perceive things. And if you keep sitting in this Five of Swords, well, that's exactly what you're going to get. When you keep sitting in, I'm defeated, I'm never going to sell this house, it's never going to sell. And it's more than just telling it to the universe. You have to feel it deep within. Okay? Okay, you've already started moving. Great. Great. But, okay, so that's a step in the right direction. All right? But you need to change your storyline. Okay? You need to change your storyline. I want to know more about this Emperor energy. Okay. The Emperor steps in his power. And believe you got 3 pentacles here. Okay. I'm not saying that your house isn't worth what the asking price is. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, it's good that you did reduce the price to attract more buyers. But this is also saying, with the 7 of Pentacles having some kind of investment in that house, that might be where some of the unfinished symphony, the never-ending story comes into play, that you've planted roots there, okay? And I'm just picking up some real world 3D sentimental value there. And when the sentimental value comes into play, sometimes we inflate the price. So, but let's just leave it at changing your way of thinking more positively and feeling it, meditating, visualizing the buyers coming in, visualizing somebody signing a sales contract. Okay. But if you say, I know I'm preaching this a lot because I know your energy. I know that doubt sets into your mind all the time. You start worrying about it. Okay. When you start worrying about it, that is part of that Five of Swords energy. That is something you need to stop worrying. I know it's hard for you not to, but in this case, you need to give it over to God, the universe. Let God work it out. Let God send the person to you that was meant to buy your house. Okay. But what I was starting to say is, when you tell the universe somebody's going to buy my house, a buyer is on their way, that's not good enough, because it's not specific enough. You know, my house is sold. We're closing on the house in 30 days or what, you know, but it's more than just telling the universe that. If you tell the universe that, but inside internally saying, this is never going to happen. Your internal self saying, this is never going to happen. Guess what? It's not going to. So it's truly changing. Excuse me. Truly changing your story. Okay. That's where you need to start. And hey Siri, is it supposed to rain?
It doesn't look like it's going to rain today.
Oh, so Siri says it's not going to rain. Alexa said the same thing. But there's wind blowing and I don't like to look at the sky. So we're no rain. No rain. It's not raining until after my live. And I get everything taken into the house. See, I just caught myself saying, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to get rained out. I'm going to have to take this inside. I am going to have to take it inside. And I caught myself. Okay. Good. Glad you understand. Okay. Welcome, Jonah. You've been here before. And as you know, the free readings are not specifically towards a subject or towards a specific question. It's just what Spirit wants you to know at this time. Rock That Body actually has just donated. So Rock That Body is next with a paid reading. Kind of dealing with a unique situation. So I'm going to try to be discreet about her situation. We will call it a food situation. Okay. I just need to make sure, Rock That Body, that this situation is for you or is it for your friend that lives in the same complex? Or is it going to be split? Hold on a second. I need to be clear on the situation that involves somebody in her apartment complex. In her neighborhood. Hold on. Hello, Hell on Heels. I'm just waiting for an answer from Rock That Body for the amount that she sent. If it's supposed to be split between her and her friend, or if it's all for her friend. So just hold on. Yeah, puppy's here. I shouldn't have said that because he's going to come over and bug, aren't you? Okay, I decide. Okay. Split it. Okay. We're going to do Rock That Body first. And then we'll do Ted. She told me to go ahead and say his name, the friend that lives near her. His name is Ted. Okay. Okay. Okay, see if we could get some inspiring messages for Rock That Body. Poised. Get ready. By the book. Enchanting Gifts. Okay, Rock the Body. This is encouraging. This part is very encouraging for you. But what I'm hearing is that which you are expecting. It feels like, and this is a number 11, this is the Justice card, everything aligning up the way it was meant to be. And I'm hearing things that are happening are actually going to be a blessing in disguise. What is puppy barking at? Or who? Satin? Who are you barking at? Actually, it was a stray cat on the other side of the fence, and he's mad. Things are lining up the way that they're supposed to. There is a blessing coming. Okay, let's take a look here. Rock That Body, I don't know if you were here, but I pulled out one of my decks that I've only used for myself, and Spirit told me to pull it out and use it for this live tonight. Really cool deck. It's called the Pulp Tarot. Okay. It's gotten quite a bit of use for myself, actually. But and I want to say it's certain project, and you know what that is that you're working on. No, Wind, you cannot have my cards. My little mini deck over here wants to fly away. Okay. Let me see what comes up here. Rock That Body. You've got 6 of Cups. I don't have to tell you what 6 of Cups is. A lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia. Page of Cups. Eight of Swords. Ooh, okay. You know, kind of overthinking a situation. That is our mental imprisonment that we create for ourselves. Kind of like what I was telling that other person, that anonymous donation, that, you know, needing to change our stories. Needing to change our stories in our, not just in our mind, in our heart, in our soul, and believing it. 3 of Wands. Okay, you're attracting exactly what you expect. You're getting a similar message here. Ace of Cups. Okay. The Ace of Cups is, to me, it's a new emotional beginning. Something that brings love and happiness. Okay? This is pure love from within the heart space, and especially self-love and healing. Okay? And these two smashed in between 3 of Wands, or the 8 of Wands smashed in between 8 of Swords and Ace of Cups. 8s are change, movement, okay? Communication as well. What are we telling ourselves? What are you telling yourself? You're worrying about the situation? We attract what we have in our mind, okay? And what you can expect to receive this 8 of Swords, if that's the energy that you put out and worry about. Or you can embrace that spiritual self of yours, okay? And manifest true self-love, true self-worth, okay? And understand that there is a divine plan here. 6 of Cups, Page of Cups. True heartfelt soul bond here. And you know what that's about. Right now, you know, there's a lot of reflecting on this soul bond. Let me get a few more cards. What else? Queen of Cups. Tapping into that intuition. This healing properties, the self-healing properties. Tapping into your heart space. And from the depths of your soul, a lot of cups here, a lot of emotions, a lot of love. Okay? But the Eight of Swords is that mental imprison that you're putting yourself in that includes doubt, pain, um, doubt and pain, negative talk, worry, anxiety, all this stuff that you need to heal, okay? That you need to sit back and work on. No, Rock That Body, I haven't done Ted yet. This is you, okay? Um, the other person, yeah, there was an anonymous reader that I did before you hopped onto the live that was about selling their home, okay? Same idea. It was as same raw principle as in changing the story that we're telling ourselves, changing the things that we believe to be true that may not be true. Um, they actually had the Five of Swords, the self-sabotaging. Eight of Swords, to me, in my book, yes, neighbor cut grass today. The Eight of Swords is not too far behind the Five and the Seven. Okay? It is that after you go through the Five, after you go through the Seven, after you go through the manipulation of others, after you have been lied to and deceived, you get to that Eight of Swords and everything accumulated, all the lies and deception and things that people have done to you, imprisons you. And why does it imprison you? Okay, Mystic Jenn, take a page out of your own book here. I can learn from this too. Why does it imprison you? It's because you allow it. Why don't I progress further? Why have I always been stagnant or no growth on YouTube, not getting that business going? The story that I've been telling myself, the story I've been saying, my channel's not growing, it's never going to grow, I'm wasting my time. I'm using me as an example, okay? I'm changing my story. And you better believe your honey, I am harnessing that energy of Lionsgate as well. It's a mindset. You got to move away from that 9, that 8, that 9. 10 of Swords. It's the accumulation. It's the ending. The ending of being stabbed in the back. The ending of allowing people to hurt you. Allowing other people's actions to pin you down. If you understand what I hope I am making sense here. You're allowing this to happen just like I'm allowing shit to happen to me. So, it's the mindset. Even if you have to move, don't overthink it. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Because there's something better coming. It's going to be a gift. You may not see it in the beginning. The cards aren't being specific if you're going to have to move or not. But they are saying, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. Either way, it's going to be a gift to you. Okay? Um, and gifts come in many forms. Maybe it's a lesson or a chance of growth, a chance of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay? That's kind of what Spirit is saying. So I hope that makes sense for you. I hope that helps. And I'm going to go ahead and get into Ted's reading. Because Rock That Body paid for herself and paid for her neighbor, I guess. Her neighbor Ted, who's having some problems. Okay. Dutton, stop the digging. Yeah. All eyes are on you right now. Another good one about me, Rock That Body. I've limited myself. I haven't moved forward with my heart. I have not um, moved past you know who until recently. Because the story I was telling myself is I couldn't move past it. I would never heal. I couldn't get over it. I changed that storyline. Now love is coming in for me. It's a slow build, but we're building a firm foundation. We're planning a dinner and a movie. So that's what I'm saying. It's the stories that we tell ourselves. Mother Nature, no. I did not feel a raindrop. I did not feel a raindrop. Okay. This is fitting for Ted. No place like home. He wants a home. Okay. Something stable, something secure. He wants a place that he could call home. Oh, he got by the book also. But as far as his home life, things are lining up the way they were supposed to. Kind of like yours. Okay? And before anybody does any judging, no, Ted is not a romantic partnership of Rock That Body. There is a huge, huge age difference. Ted looks up to Rock That Body for wisdom and advice. I just want to put that out there. Okay. Deep knowing. Okay. Ted. You kind of already know deep within yourself that certain things, one thing after another, has happened for a reason. Okay? There were certain lessons that you were meant to learn. And what happens here is when we don't learn those lessons, we repeat them. And again and again and again until it finally clicks and we finally say, oh, I'm not doing that again. I've had enough. And I'm hoping that you've learned the certain lessons. Especially with that woman, we will call her Megan. Okay? I swear my dog is on crack. Holy shit. But I almost feel like, in a different sense, but very similar sense, okay, things are happening for a reason and setting you up for something else. And deep down, you kind of know it, okay. I'm going to shuffle and get your tarot. Dutton, seriously. I wish you could see it. He's just going boom, 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 up, back and forth along the fence line. There's somebody around or something that he's. Okay. What are the messages for Ted, please? What are the messages for Ted? Okay. First is the moon. A lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. Queen of Wands. Aries energy. Cancerian energy, Aries energy. King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Knight of Wands. Sagittarius. Knight of Cups. Pisces. And King of Swords. Aquarius. Wow. You have so many people involved in your certain situation, which kind of makes sense. And the two center cards is the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who is emotionally out of control. And I'm going to use the name Steve. I'm not sure what sign Megan's other person Steve is, but just as a little bit of a forewarning, there's something brewing there. Let me ask you this. What happens when you get somebody emotional and you heat up what happens when you heat up water? It boils, right? So there is something boiling here. I gotta be honest with you. However, as much as you want to rush in and save the day because you want to express your concern or love or whatever, you need to step into that King of Swords energy and be a little bit cold. It's like a mind over matter type thing. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. We're at 49. We're going to say around 45 minutes. Oh, there she is. Okay. All right. Rock that body. I've been talking and talking and talking. I'm not sure if Ted heard any of it, but probably he'll have to rewind a little bit after this live. But I started to say that there is a situation brewing. And I said, what happens when you heat up water? It boils. There is some kind of really reckless thing happening right now. And I used Ted's ex, made up a name Megan for her. And the man that she's currently involved with has Steve. Okay. Um, that I didn't know what sign Steve was. Okay. But he's going to be my. There is something volatile there going on. But I was starting to say, Knight of Cups, King of Swords. As much as he may think that he wants to rush in and save the day, when shit hits the fan between Megan and Steve, Ted has to stay out of it. He has to keep a level head. King of Swords. He has to be very logic. And I'm going back to this by the book. Things are lining up and happening for a particular reason. Okay. Both are Virgos. Okay. But I wonder if he's got water in his chart. Even if he doesn't, there is a boiling point that is happening. And Ted is going to have to keep a very level head. Because what he doesn't understand is the Queen of Wands is not telling the whole story. There are some factors that he doesn't know about that she is not telling. A little bit of deception going on there. And Spirit is saying no matter what what Ted's emotions want him to do, he's got to get into his head and be logical and say no. And stay the fuck out of it. Okay? Because Megan is not being honest. She's lying about something and she is hiding something. Okay. What else? Curiosity is going to kill the cat. I want to know what the fuck she's lying about. What is she lying about? Queen of Pentacles. High Priestess. There's the secrets. The Emperor. A lot of Aries energy here. Okay. I'm curious if Megan did what she said she was going to do Monday. Because I got a feeling here she didn't. I wanted to know what she was lying about. She said she was going to do something and be honorable. But she's keeping a big secret about what she's really doing concerning Steve. Queen of Swords. It's going to come out eventually. Eventually, she will tell the truth about that connection. Okay? I'm not saying that it's not toxic. I'm going to type this to you, Rock That Body, on your text messages because what I am picking up, I do not want to say on public channel. I don't think she's going to do it, Rock That Body. But as far as the home is concerned, I want to kind of hone in for Ted on this. No place like home. Some final advice outside of this situation with his ex. Okay. I just want to say it's the vibe I'm getting. But there's a truth coming out on that subject. Okay. Okay. But let me get some final advice for him, and then we are going to move on to the free reads. 5 of Cups. Stop feeling guilty. Stop having regrets. There's a new beginning. 4 of Swords. Okay. Your overall advice, Ted, is don't focus on the spilled cups anymore. Don't focus on what was lost. Move forward. You're going to have a new beginning. I don't know, maybe you're talking to somebody new or will be, but there's a chance at a new beginning that is going to be very healing. So, you need to stop focusing on that which was lost. That is no more, and start looking forward to what is to come. Okay. So, let me get these gathered up. I'm going to take a quick breather because those last 2 readings were quite energy intensive. I just need to take a quick break here and breathe a minute. But Rock That Body, I will talk to you a little bit more later. Okay? Yes, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. That's how I unwind for a minute before I move on to the free reads. I do kind of want to package these up here. So I'm not using these small ones anymore tonight. This is like one of the most miniature, smallest deck that I have owned. I want the larger deck. This is the Radiant Tarot. I want the larger one. You see a lot of people with this deck. This is the miniature version. I want the larger version. Okay. Yeah, I did get some sun at the lake. I got a little bit. The lake that we went to, it was Deep Creek Lake in Maryland. It's approximately an hour and a half, maybe a little over an hour and a half from me. And Daniel and I were talking when we were going down there because we actually went down to Deep Creek because he had a drone photography job to do, and I went along for the ride. Then he had to go to work for 4 o'clock this afternoon. We left the house at 9 o'clock this morning. Um, when he was done with that drone job, then we stopped by the lake, wanting to get some pictures. He put the drone up. He did a magnificent job. He still has some edits to do to it. He's going to put it up on his YouTube channel, which is Firestar Drones. Firestar Drones, I think it's called, or My Firestar Drones Photography on YouTube. Um, but he wants to put it up there. But we were talking, and he looked into boat rentals and everything, and trying to get a group of people together. Maybe we could rent a pontoon boat, just go down to Deep Creek for the day because it's only an hour and a half away, and have a good old time. So we will see. Rock that body. You might have to rewind a little bit. Well, after the live is over, like back to somewhere around 1 minute or 1 hour mark, because I finished up his reading. So I'm just taking a quick break before I start some free reads. Okay. I think Hell on Heels is going to be first on the free reads. I want to get through these because I still have the daily to record for tomorrow. I recorded a couple ahead of time, uploaded them, went live. Wait a second, well, maybe I think I already have one. No, I'm corrected. There is one scheduled to go live. Dutton, really? I wish you could see that dog jump and catch that ball. It bounces and it bounces high, and he jumps way up in the air. Okay. Okay. Hell on Heels. Mama's almost done. Okay, you got enchanted gifts. That's some kind of blessing coming into you. Or you might receive a gift from somebody. Let me take a look. Get a couple tarot with that. Oh, Five of Pentacles. And Eight of Swords. Okay. I already have a feeling I know what this is about. Stop worrying about the money or the loan or finding that house. Stop worrying about it. The universe is going to give you a gift. I don't know if you're worried about money right now, but there's a gift coming in from the universe. Okay. Who's next? Jaylyn. Regeneration. It doesn't look as bad as what it's not as bad as what it looks. Regeneration is a healing card. Almost like the Judgment card. As far as transformative or maybe temperance or the Star also. It's kind of like there's a rejuvenating sense, a healing sense here. Seven of Wands, Page of Wands. What I'm getting here is you've been fighting a battle. Some of us know about it, some others don't. I'm not going to mention it. But you've been fighting a particular battle. And it's going to pay off. The little health issue, I feel you're going to get good news about it. And you're going to start regenerating and getting back to your old self. Okay? And then Johanna, are you still here? Johanna isn't here? Okay. Well, what the hell are you chewing on, dog? Hold on, guys. You're going to let Mama have it. Because Mama's got the remote to the training collar. Yeah, something you're not supposed to have. You're really going to make yourself sick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. No wonder it's looking dark. It is almost 9 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Has to be something on your end. I don't know what that would be. Um, no clue. But I am going to clean my shit up here. I am going to call this a night, call this a day. There's probably not going to be free readings on Saturday. Probably going to be seeing my sweetheart on Saturday. Next Wednesday's up in the air too. On the 1st, I am harnessing some energy. That involves love. That involves claiming it. A turning point. That's the full moon in Aquarius. Setting my intentions. And Aquarius is in my 5th house of pleasure and romance and fun. I'm going to be with Gary on the 1st during that full moon. Rock that body. I'll let you know how that turns out. We're planning dinner and a movie on the 1st. So, yep. Have a wonderful night, everybody. As you can see, it is getting dark. It's probably getting dark at your place, too, if you're on the East Coast. I love you all. And I will see you next time. Oh, I do want to add this on there. As far as my ex is concerned, and I'm laughing my ass off, he and her went to some kind of festival this weekend. And he's still friends with my mom on Facebook. My mom was telling me about it. And she says the pictures of her at that festival, she looked like something the cat dragged in. She couldn't believe that he would be seen in public with her looking that bad. I just rolled. Okay, now, with that said, I will. Everybody have a good night, and I'll see you probably in about a week and a half. Love you all.